Hi everyone. Today we're going to be playing some NES, some Solar Jetman, one of the best games I think ever came out for this system. And I'm going to do a playthrough. I think I want to do a playthrough for you. So we can start this with the uh, normal game, or we can do it with the cheat code. And I think I'm gonna do it with the cheat code just for fun, and then you can see what that all is. I happen to have cracked this a little bit by myself without the books. And then Nintendo Power magazine came out with a couple of crack codes, but I figured out how to use the letters to get certain credits and certain accessories on the ship, on the jet pod. So with this code here, we're getting the first planet, the best jet pod with the best weapon on it, and we're getting, I think, 9 lives. And let's go. So this is one of the first games that had gravity, different gravities on the planets that you go to. Earlier ones had gravity, but the gravity was the same on all the different places. But each planet here has different gravity. There's no weather or wind or anything like that, but it's enough to know you're on a planet somewhere, and it's weird. Now I do have a special booster, but I'm not going to be using that until I pick it up, just because that seems fair. I'm going to be trying to hit all the special warps and stuff except planetary warps. I'm going to avoid planetary warps, but I'm going to take the little bonus things like that. So with the code I put in, I have boosters, but I pick them up on the next planet. So I'm gonna play without using them until we get them. Alright, now I have shields for my jet pod. Gonna protect me at least a little bit. So the way you take damage in this game is fuel. You lose fuel. when you take a hit. So if I run out of fuel, then my pod is destroyed, and then I have to fly back to my ship using my EVA suit. Another game that I played in and around the time that this came out is Star Control 2, and I love that game. Uh, Also a 2D platform, but you go and explore planets on this 2D hyperspace map, and you can mine minerals and you can collect alien life forms and trade, and there's all kinds of neat puzzles in that game. And you can modify your mothership to have like regeneration and firing patterns, and different things like point defense lasers and stuff like that. And I thought that was really, really cool. The other thing that your mothership can do in that game is you can recruit fighter ships from the races that you meet in the game, and you can store them up in the mothership. So if you get into a space battle, you can use your fighter vessels and you don't need to fight with your mothership straight away. So that game is top notch, and it's one of the games that taught me a lot about space physics as well, and flying in zero gravity, and flying with different gravity, and also the ship configuration aspect of Star Control 2 allowed me to discover that guns in space work best when they fire backwards, like towards the direction of your thrust. And that's just simply because the range, the aim is much easier to do when you're pointing backwards. And one of the ships in the game actually teaches you that very thing, because as the gun fires, it propels that ship backwards at a lot faster than its engine can propel it forward. So its engine is essentially a brake, and the gun just fires that ship at tremendous speeds, and you have to learn how to navigate around the planet so you don't crash into it. So I've got enough fuel in my mothership here, and we're going to go and get the part that we need to get back. Because the object of this game here is some alien thief has stolen and dismantled and scattered a valuable ship of ours on planets all across the galaxy. We got to go and collect all the pieces of this ship and reassemble it, and then go and battle the space creep that did that. There, and here's the next trick for you. We don't quite need the jet pod in the next phase. Because it's much easier to control the man in the EVA suit. And up we go. Cyber Zone. Collect 10 gems before time catches. And it is possible to do this in the jet pod, but if you want to guarantee your success, this is the way to do it. There we go. Planet 1 complete. Now, not every planet, but about every second or third planet, you get a store to go in and spend the credits you earned. I cheated, so I have 250,000 credits or something like that. What do I have? Or 200,000 credits. So we're not going to get everything, because not everything is good. We're just going to get some engines and some bullets. So Planet 2's gravity is 3 times that of the first planet. And it's a much larger planet. That first one we went to was a tiny little stone. Remember the little prince? It was about the size of his planet. This one's quite a bit bigger. And we can equip both of our items. Now we still haven't gotten the boosters yet, so I'm going to go and get those first. So as I was saying about having the gun mounted backwards on the ship, when you're doing, whoops, I cheated and used the booster there. When you're flying in space, you use your thruster not just to accelerate, but as your brake as well. And so at least 50%, well, I can't say it like that, because you use thrust to maintain your stability as well. So approximately 50% is used for acceleration, and the same for deceleration, and then whatever else is used for maintaining your stability or momentum. At any rate, it would be logical to have a wide range gun pointing backwards and a tight range gun pointing forwards. Just because of the way you maneuver in space, as soon as you've pushed, then you turn the ship around and point backwards so that you can maneuver and decelerate as necessary. So which way is your gun pointing? Right? It's pointing backwards. So if something's in the path of your ship and your gun's pointing backwards, now you have to do a whole other maneuver, don't you, to turn the ship around. So you're probably best to have a side-mounted gun that points both directions. Now we have the boosters. And boost away. We could have done that earlier, but as I said, I'm already cheating with the code, so I don't want to cheat too much. That's, you know, that's also why we're not going to be planet hopping with warps. Ugh, hostile life forms. So what the booster engine does is doubles the thrust output temporarily. Boy, those things are annoying if you don't know how to fight against them. Now there's two ways to get items back to your ship. One of them is to directly take it back to your mothership, and sometimes that's too far or a challenge. So there's special transporters that will teleport your goods back to your ship. You can also teleport yourself back to your ship through these things if you're in your EVA suit. Now, I'm very clean when I explore. If you've ever played Dungeons and Dragons, you should know you never pass a part of the dungeon without having it fully explored, because you're going to miss something and you might not be able to get back. And there it is. Now, this is the only planet in the game that has more fuel on it than you need. All the rest of the planets have only exactly as much fuel as you need. This is also the only planet with a secret cave that can only be gotten into using this jet pod. So if I hadn't entered that code, then I wouldn't be able to show you what I'm about to show you. Now this is the navigation unit, and with the code I was given a super mapping device, which is a navigator, but it shows me where all the stuff is. So I haven't used the map for two reasons. One, because I don't want to cheat too badly, like I said, and the other one is that I know the game really, really well. So I'm just doing this to show you where all the stuff is, basically. And this is one of the most vital items in the game, because it allows you to see around the planet. And we just hit start and select, and we can see where we are on the planet. Now that big section up to the top right on the map is the part that is enclosed and separate from the rest of the caverns, and it's not accessible in the basic game if you hadn't gotten this jet pod somehow. I don't know another way to get this jet pod, the Italian jet pod. So this is the way we're going to show you, because this is the pod that can do this. And now we're inside. And now we're going to go and get all those goodies. I love the contents of these boxes. They're fantastic. The ingredients just make me giggle every time. It's such a simple game, but it gives me a lot of joy. Oh, I don't like those. Those things are annoying. I love that. Most valuable item in the game right there. Next to those red crystals, like the one I'm about to pick up. Except it can only be, its value can only be gotten on a zero gravity situation. Its maximum value can only be gotten if you can swing it around your jet pod. So the two most valuable items are those things. So every 10 crystals you collect, you get a bonus life. Whether they're blue or red, doesn't matter. But the red ones are full, like they're storage crystals, so the red ones are full of credits. You do find that out when they start spilling out as you spin them around your jet pod in later stages. So this is a complete spoiler for this game. I'm just showing you everything that you can do. Well, not everything. I'm showing you a few things. Alright, now this is the item you can see through the wall from the other side, and it frustrates the heck out of you until you discover how to get in here. Forever. You're like, how do I get that stupid thing in there? How is that cave even there if I can't get to it? Well, when you discover that your jet pods each have different abilities, and this jet pod's ability is to go through those teleport pads. The Japanese pod, the Nippon pod, that one's ability is to tow, you can tow the teleport pads around. It can also tow other ships, or other jet pods. I think this one can do that too. But your original jet pod that you get cannot do squat, literally. Some objects are too heavy for it to move at all. Okay, what else do we have on here? I think we've cleaned out the cavern. So we're going to get out of here. And now we end up on the other side of the planet. So we have to complete getting our fuel so we can get out of here. Ouch. That hurt. Now I have to be careful because there's a big boom tube. Oh! Right there. I think there's one more down here somewhere. There it is. I don't like running into those things by accident. Now we have to get on over into the main cavern. And I'm just going to destroy something over here first, so we don't have to deal with it later. Ugh. There we go. Because right now we don't have all our fuel, so we try and get in here and we'll be blocked. So we have to go and collect the remainder of our fuel. And there's a spare pod, which I don't want to have to use right now. Needless to say, it's the same. Actually, it's heavier than the mass of the pod we're using because we're low on fuel. So trying to grab that thing right now is foolish. There we go. We're almost complete. We've almost finished this planet. Oh no! My spare pod fuel is destroyed. I must have hit it, but whoops! Oh! I must have hit it by accident. Uh-oh. Hopefully I got it. Uh-oh. Not doing so well on fuel. If I lose my jet pod, then I also lose the gear that I've assembled on it. So I'm going to try to not blow it up. Good. Well, we've got enough fuel, but I don't want to waste my equipment, so I'm gonna go back to my mothership. Now we're gonna go in on the other side because there's two cavern entrances on this planet. And I want to make sure I got all the goods. This is quite a rich planet, actually, as far as treasures go.